Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Shakespeare's Fantasies. In this video, we will be discussing Act 1 Scene 2 workbook answers for extract number 7 and 8. Hopefully you all are ready. So without a further ado, let's start our video. We move to our extract number 7, which reads, "How came we ashore?" Now these lines are from Miranda, wherein she is asking Prospero, how did we come to the shore? How did we reach the shore? Now Prospero is saying, by providence divine, that is by God's grace, by the blessings of God, some food we had and some fresh water. That is, we had some food and some fresh water. That noble Neapolitan Gonzalo, out of his charity, who being then appointed master of this design, did give us with rich garments, linens, stuffs, and other necessities. Here, Prospero is saying that we had some food and fresh water which was provided to us by a noble of Naples, Gonzalo, who was appointed by Antonio and Alonso to carry out their devilish plan against us. Now, this Gonzalo, out of his charity, out of his good nature, also provided us with some rich garments, that is clothes, linens. Linens are also a type of cloth, stuff, and other basic necessities, which since have steaded much, that is, which since that time had been useful to us in many ways. Of his gentleness, knowing I loved my books, he furnished me from mine own library with volumes that I prize above my dukedom. Now he is saying, also out of his kindness, he provided me with my books from my own library, which I valued above my dukedom. So, we move to our question number 1, which reads, where are Miranda and Prospero? How did they reach the shore? Now our answer goes, Miranda and Prospero are on the island before Prospero's cell. They reached the shore by using their survival skills in the sea and with the help provided to them by a nobleman from Naples, Gonzalo, who had secretly provided them with food, fresh water, Prospero's books, and some other basic necessities. Now we move to our question number 2, which reads, who was Gonzalo? How can you say that Gonzalo was the man with some concern for Prospero? Our answer goes, Gonzalo was a nobleman from Naples who was in charge of carrying out the malicious plan of Antonio and Alonso against Prospero and Miranda. We can say that Gonzalo was the man with some concern for Prospero because he secretly provided them, that is Prospero and Miranda, with some food, fresh water, Prospero's books, and other basic necessities to them in their boat. Now we move to question number 3, which reads, what did Gonzalo provide Prospero with for his journey? Our answer is, Gonzalo had provided Prospero food, fresh water, clothes, linens, stuffs, Prospero's books, which he prized above his dukedom, and some other basic necessities for the journey, which had proved to be useful to Prospero and Miranda over the years in which Prospero lived with Miranda on the island. Now we move to question number 4, which reads, what was above Prospero's dukedom among the things provided by Gonzalo? How did Prospero make use of it? So our answer goes, Prospero's books were one of the many things that Gonzalo had provided to him for his journey. Prospero loved and valued them, that is his books, above his dukedom. Prospero used his books to learn magic. He used it to control Ariel and the other spirits on the island to take revenge from his enemies. Now question number 5. Why did Prospero bring his enemies to the island? Our answer is, Prospero brought his enemies to the island so that he could extract his revenge from them using Ariel and the other spirits of the island, whom he was controlling using his magic powers, which he learned from the books. Now we move to our question number 6. Give the meaning of the following words as they are used in the context of the passage. Our first word is steadied. Steadied means helped, and the second word is prize. Prize means something of value, something which is valuable. Now we move to our extract number 8, which reads, Ariel, to every article I boarded the king's ship, now on the beak, now in the waist, the deck. In every cabin I flamed amazement. That is, these lines are from Ariel, in which he is explaining to Prospero what he did when he converted himself in a living fire. So he's saying to every article, that is to every article in the ship, to every detail, I followed your commands. I boarded the king's ship, that is I got on the king's ship. Now on the beak, now in the waist, the deck. In every cabin I flamed amazement, that is in the beak of the ship, in the waist of the ship, and at the deck. In every cabin he burnt like fire. I divide and burn in many places. Now sometimes he would divide himself and burn in many places. On the topmast, the yards, the bowsprits, would I flame distinctly, and sometimes I will burn on the topmast, the yards of the boat, and the bowsprit of the boat at the same time. Then meet and join. Then from all those places I will aggregate myself, and then I will burn in a singular flame. Jove's lightnings, the precursors, oh the dreadful thunder claps. Now he is referring to Jove. Jove is also known as Jupiter. Jupiter is the supreme god in Roman mythology. So here he is saying that Jove's lightning, also lightning and thunderbolts are the chief weapon of Jove. So here he is saying that they were also the part of the tempest, and they are very quick. The lightnings and the thunderbolt are very quick, but Ariel was performing his tasks quicker to the lightning, quicker to the thunderbolts and the lightnings accompanied. So now we move to our next lines, in which Ariel is saying, the fire cracks of Cyprus roaring, the most mighty Neptune seemed to besiege. That is, I was burning with such an intensity and with such a crackling of fire that even the mighty Neptune, now Neptune is the god of sea according to Roman mythology, the mighty Neptune seemed to besiege. That is, the Neptune thought that he was under attack and made his board waves tremble, yeah, his trident shake. That is, he thought he was under attack, and thus he used his weapon, trident, to make the waves tremble in the sea. So now we move to our question number 1. What did Ariel do as a spirit of fire? So our answer is, Ariel got onto the king's ship, and from the front of the ship, that is beak of the ship, to its middle of the upper deck, that is the waist of the ship. In every cabin he burnt like fire and caused terror. He burnt on the topmast, that is the mainmast of the ship, on the yards and on the bowsprits. Sometimes he, that is Ariel, would burn individually, and afterwards he would meet and join back together to form a single flame. In this way, Ariel consumed like a fire and caused extreme fear. Now our question number 2. How did Ariel show that he was alert and active in his operation? Our answer is, Ariel showed that he was alert and active in his operation by reporting Prospero all his deeds and the specific reaction of each of the passengers to it. That is Ariel's deed as a fire spirit in exact detail. Now question number 3. Who is Jove? How are Jove's lightning and thunderclaps described by Ariel in the extract? Our answer is, Jove, also known as Jupiter, is the supreme god of Roman mythology. His chief weapon is thunderbolt and lightning. Ariel described Jove's lightning and thunderclaps as a part of the tempest which Ariel raised in the sea. He also stated that he was quicker than Jove's thunder and lightning in carrying out his actions to raise the tempest. Now question number 4. Who is Neptune? What role did Neptune play in creating havoc on the sea? Our answer is, Neptune is the god of sea in Roman mythology. Ariel told Prospero that the fire and deafening cracks of his, that is Ariel in the form of fire, burning seemed to terrify the mighty Neptune. Neptune thought that he was under attack and thus made his broad waves tremble using his trident. Trident is the chief weapon of Neptune, thus assisting in creating havoc on the sea. Now our question 5. A little later, what does Ariel accuse Prospero of? How do you know that Prospero is fond of Ariel and his services. Our answer is, a little later Ariel accuses Prospero of not fulfilling the promise that Prospero had made to Ariel, that is, giving him his freedom. Prospero is fond of Ariel and his services. We can say this as he, that is Prospero, always gives hard tasks to Ariel which he performs without any grudge. So the meaning of grudge is unfriendly feeling towards somebody because you are angry about what happened in the past. Or grumbling. And the meaning of grumbling is to complain in a bad tempered way, to keep saying that you do not like something. So this was our answer number 5. Now question number 6. Give the meaning of the following words as they are used in the context of the passage. Our first word is precursors. Precursors means harbingers. Now what is the meaning of harbinger? A sign that shows that something is going to happen soon. Like in case of lightning, we first hear the thunder. So the thunder are precursors or harbingers to lightning. And the second word is besiege. Besiege means to attack. So guys, this would be enough for this video. Hopefully this video would have proved to be helpful to you. Please subscribe this channel, click on the notification bell, upvote this video. Also, if you have any thoughts about the video, please mention it in the comment section. I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching.